Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker. I'm your host, BringItDon. This is my first time trying this build. I haven't actually tried it off camera yet. So, for those of you who don't know what Firebelly is, it's a Divine Caster spell. It gives you Fire Resist 5, and also allows you to breathe fire. So I have that equipped on both my Paladin and Harem. I also have Harem equipped with a Resist Energy Communal, and then obviously when I select, I can select Fire. And also have him equipped with Hold Person for the goofball in there. But yeah, with all these buffs, I feel like we should be okay. So we're going to go ahead and cast all these buffs. Oh, jeez. That's pretty. Alright, we're going to cast all these buffs, and then we're going to run in here and we're going to kill everything. So let's get Bear's Endurance on her. So go ahead and equip that. We're going to go all out for this fight, because screw these guys. Go ahead and activate Shield for me. Prayer. Firebelly, my friend. Bless.
Together we are
Your image. We're gonna put Blur on her. Archon's Aura. Like, we're going all out right here. Alright. Every buff I can activate, we're gonna activate. Okay, has Archon's Aura on already. Resist fire.
Grotus awaits us.
Activate Firebelly for me.
I won't let you down.
Alright, let's get in before all of our buffs wear off. Oh man, the rain's gonna slow us down. We're not gonna make it. No, we'll be okay. Screw these guys. Screw these wererats. They're dying here today.
Who will prevail? You dead.
Of course, we immediately start getting sneak attacked. Oh, goodness gracious. You know what? Give me a Shield of Fate. Alright, let's go. Let's kill this other guy. Screw you, man. It's a slaughterfest when properly buffed. Reduced to 0, look at that, yeah. He can't do anything to us now. And I put Hold Person on him, so he... What's he gonna do? Whew. Slowly but surely, he's gonna whittle this guy down. Nothing to it. Actually, you know what? Let's activate another spell. Let's just make sure he goes down. And then, I think he's out. Hold Person again. No, it missed. Oh well, that's fine. Hideous Laughter. See if that goes off. We'll start Shocking Touch. There we go. Shocking Touch this guy again. Oh no, he's dead. Look at that. Yeah, screw wererats, man. Holy crap, look at this loot though. I mean, even if it's not like really good stuff, I mean, it'll be worth a large chunk of money just because it's, you know, magic equipment. Yeah, look at this stuff. What the heck? Oh, wow. I mean, it may not seem a lot now because, you know, we have a pretty fair amount of gear. I need to optimize my gear. Let's see. We got Keen Kukri +1. Wow, that's a good chunk of money. Kukri +1. A Shock Short Sword. Bombardier's Vest. Ooh. This +1 leather armor provides its wearer a +2 bonus weapon on attack rolls with bombs and similar weapons. Be really good if I had a alchemist in my party. Belt of Incredible Dexterity. Isn't that what he already has? Yeah. Headband of Vast Intelligence +2. What do you currently have? Yeah, that's what you got. Alright. You know what? It probably wouldn't hurt for you to have intelligence. I'll just give the Stag Helm to... like him. That'll be fine. Let's see. Pad armor +1. Not that great. This is some good stuff. Lots to sell. Alright, well anyway, let's get going. I am at some point going to optimize, go through and put wands on the people that could use wands. Like she can use magic missile, then I don't have to have it memorized. Wand of vanish, so she doesn't have to have that memorized. I give him, let's see what he's have. Wand of true strike. So he doesn't have to have that memorized. Along with, well, he doesn't memorize anything anyway. So I guess that doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's activate my dragon while I'm thinking about it.
I am yours to
But yeah,
command.
there you go. If you want to beat the wererats, just equip. Let me go check this back corner for like a perception check. Yeah, when in doubt, just buff the crap out of your party. That's usually all you need to do. Also, I should have had the resist energy communal on my party, or on harem from the get-go. There's really no excuse why I didn't have him on my, or have that equipped. Well, I can go up here, right? But I need to head back towards the capital because Jubilost wanted to talk to me. So that's where we'll head. Also, if you play the tabletop, Fire Belly is good. Like if you're in like a really cold area or something, you run the risk of freezing because it warms your belly. Hot to, yeah, makes your gut hot to the touch. I don't know what other use that would have, but good stuff. Showed those wererats who's boss. Burned all my cooldowns on him. I mean, there's a lot of good loot, so I understand the difficulty of the cave now. So I'm about to go back and get paid. Snapping necks and cashing checks. That's how BringItDon does it. Alright, let's head back here. Ooh, Riverine Rise. Is that where... Probably there's a quest there, because I haven't... Actually, I have no idea. Throne Room, because What's-His-Face is going to want to talk to us. And I'll be happy to oblige. Alright. Jubilost cordially greets you with a document. The Baron, you will never guess what your treasurer is holding. He waves a paper above his head. The ink on it seems still wet. This is a list of things that tumbled out of the wall of your own basement, as the workers were undertaking repairs. Jubilost adjusts his glasses and starts reading. A gilded guard, 1. Silverware, 3. A set of old coins. The list is long and varied, so I'll get straight to the point. It appears that you workers uncovered the Stag Lord's secret to cash, items stolen from his own henchmen. Finding the true owners of these things would be hard and a thankless job. While taking these trinkets for your own chests is complicity to expropriation. In other words, robbery. As your financial advisor, I recommend a compromise. Appraise these riches and spend an equal amount on reviving the villages laid to waste by the bandits. Let these treasures bring some good to those who suffered most under the Stag Lord. Yeah, the owners of these things might be dead or on the run. We will use them to revive the villages that suffered the most under the Stag Lord's reign. Let's see. Jubilost nods solemnly. I knew you would follow my advice. Community +3. Hot dog. Alright, we're also going to take a look at the map and see if we can build anything. Also just check on the kingdom as a whole. Done that. We have a new project. Support the treasurer's thing. He's busy. Which reminds me, 26 days, 5 days. Cool, well, that's almost done. 11 days and 12 days. Alright, I'm gonna look and see what that woman's quest was that wanted me to find her child. And then I need to go sell stuff, of course. Should probably rest, since I burned a lot of cooldowns. I'm gonna rememorize spells. So I don't necessarily need the things to counter. What's virtue do? 1 temporary hit point. Well, I'm glad I have that. Stunning barrier is not bad, since I'm usually up front anyway. I might just stick with blessed weapon though. And then let's see. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Don't need fire bell anymore. And really I don't need bless since I have the ring that gives me 3 blesses. So shield of faith isn't bad to have a couple of, and probably divine favor, I guess. It's personal, and I could do cause fear and bane. Let's run that for a bit. Run a couple cause fears. We'll fiddle around with some of this stuff. Cure moderate wounds, not very good at this point in the game. Protection from alignment, communal. I mean, any sort of communal protection is always good. I'll just grab that. And then I'm fine with this for now. Let's see. Yeah, she doesn't need magic missile since she has the ring that gives it, or the wand that gives it, and the ring, I believe. I'll probably just grab. I don't really need reduced person. Let's get rid of that. I don't know. Probably more sleeps in the hopes that they work. No, I'm fine with these. For now. Anyway. Alright, let's rest up. Then to the market. Also, I'm going to talk to the storyteller. I don't think I picked up any antiquities, but we'll see. Nope, I did not. Actually, I do want to compare that Bombardier's vestment to like what what's his face is wearing. If it's better to what Ekun is wearing. So I want something that gives him +6 to his dexterity bonus. I guess it doesn't really matter. You kind of make up for it with heavy armor, which he can wear because he's a ranger, I think. Let's see. Actually, inventory. And Ekun, what do you got? Yeah, no, that's not good enough. Yeah, said leather is better. Alright, let's go sell this crap. By crap, I mean valuable treasures. Then we'll talk to one of our companions while we're here as well. Alright, daggers away. Kukris I'm never going to use anyway. If someone uses a short sword, that would be really good. But no one uses a short sword. And the merchants hold on to what you sell them, it seems, indefinitely. So if I ever want anything back, I could just come back and purchase it from them. I'm not going to use that. I've yet to actually see Ear-Piercing Scream do anything. Wand of Shield might... I do have an Ancient Rostlandic coin. Maybe I should go talk to that guy again. I mean, not right now, of course. I might just wait, since I was just in there. Adamantine full plate. I still can't afford it. I need 8,000 gold. That's fine. I'd really like to have it though. It's really good stuff. It's only 12,000 for the mithril. Oh wait, hold on. I can get the adamantine plate. Should I buy it though? This will be all my money. I don't know. What if I find like an adamantine plate, like, or full plate? I mean, I guess. I'm gonna hold off on it for right now. We're gonna talk to Ekun now. Learn what his deal is. And the dog's deal. Alright, Ekundayo looks somewhere beyond you. Forgive me, friend. My thoughts are on Kargad right now. Tell me about yourself. Ekun turns his eyes on you. Don't want to rake up the past. Not now. When the wound still bleeds, must kill Kargad and regain my peace. Okay, well then we'll talk to Jubilost. So I guess we can't talk to him until we kill the troll that killed his family. Or his village. That's fine. Jubilost raises his head and closes his notebook. Ah, it's you. How can I help you? What are you jotting down in your notebook all the time? Notes on our adventures. Good ideas that come to mind. I don't know how it is with you, but in my case, my mind is constantly producing thoughts and ideas worthy of writing down. Some I use in my articles and books. Others I will share with the audience next time I speak at Foray, Logos, and Absalom. Some other thoughts should be kept out of the public view for a while. Our world isn't yet ready for certain revelations. Alright, tell me about yourself. I've heard this request so many times. Well, as we're traveling together, I suppose I can give you an interview. Free of charge, of course. Where are you from? Olive Galarian is my home. I'm a citizen of the world. Some might say my home is Absalom, that great old patchwork city. It's there that my books and magazine articles are published, and there I am held in particularly high esteem, owing to my vast knowledge. In fact, once I was invited to the College of Mysteries itself, but prefer to think of Absalom not as a home, but headquarters, where I go to plan my next adventure. I visited every country worth mentioning in Avestan and Garund. I've even trodden the exotic lands of Tianjia. I've seen miracles you couldn't even imagine. In every place I've been, there was a home that would have gladly received a renowned explorer such as myself. The famous name of Jubilost Narthropple is known in the most remote corners of the world. By the way, I believe he's a famous character in the actual tabletop. Like in most of the, standard campaigns, he's a character. I think Amiri, the barbarian, is as well. But anyway, still, where were you born? You know, the line between persistence and importunity is very thin. Sorry. And you risk crossing that line. Jubilost sighs. Do you even think I haven't mentioned my birthplace because of my forgetfulness? I was born in Taldor, if you must know. The Empire is in decline nowadays, but still cherishes the illusion of its past glory. It's a country torn by prejudice. In Taldor, my mind was trapped in a cage of restrictions, birthright, poverty, and their beggars be darned attitude. I left the country as soon as I understood it. So if you ever try to rekindle any patriotic feelings in me, you'll be disappointed. My first article in The Independence was about Taldor. The magazine was almost closed as a result of the scandal that followed, and it would have closed were it not for the crowds of my supporters, marching in protest under the windows of the publishing house, making its editors change their minds. You've traveled so much. Tell me of your travels abroad. Jubilost tilts his head, peering at you. I've written a fair number of articles and essays on my journeys, and if you'll excuse me, I haven't the slightest desire to retell them all to you right now. If you wish to learn about foreign lands, pick up any issue of The Independence and read all you like. I'm sure you can find my magazines even in this hole of a place. So you write books and magazine articles. I certainly do. I'm too generous not to share my thoughts and journeys with other minds who search for knowledge. Judging from your face, you don't belong in that category, Jubilost sighs. Among my scientific works, I recommend the range of articles published in National Alchemy. If you prefer lighter reading, you might like Traveler's Essays or the scandalous The Independence. If pictures capture your attention better than words, page through the Illustrated Atlas of Avestan. And you should give your cook a volume or two of my culinary almanacs. Trust me, it might help. Jubilost throws a speculative glance at you. Some have tried to blame me for a sleazy romance novel called The Five Sins of Serenre. I have no idea who spread those crazy rumors. But if you like such frivolity, I've been informed. Oh my goodness! Great. Hold on. Let me restart. But if you like such frivolity, I've been informed that the novel's sequel, The Sixth Sin, was recently published. You wear glasses. Why don't you ask some cleric to heal your eyesight? Jubilost throws a cutting glance at you. I'm sure you could have figured out the answer to that question on your own, if you bothered to use a logical approach. At least I sincerely hope so. I prefer to think of you as a lazy person, not a stupid one. Jubilost tightens his lips. Well, then I suppose it's my fate to enlighten you. Alright, there's no time like the present. Let's build up to a logical conclusion together. So starting with the obvious, the cleric's services cost several hundred gold coins. Spectacles cost 12 gold coins, so maybe I couldn't afford to pay the cleric. Incorrect conclusion. Iron enough. Besides, some clerics would surely help me free of charge because they're fans of my incomparable talent. The answer can't be the money then. So what is it? Let's explore further. Surely you've noticed that I'm a rather famous person. Just to be clear on which circles I'm famous in, my scientific articles are well known among the students and teachers of various institutions of higher education. My articles that satirize the rich and powerful are extremely popular among the minor nobility, traders, and workers. That is, among anyone who doesn't have any power for themselves. The kind of people who usually don't have enough money to afford an expensive cleric. Well, can you add it all up and find the right answer yet? Jubilost doesn't let you get a single word in edgewise. Apparently he's uninterested in your reaction and is just enjoying listening to his own voice. My spectacles are something that unites me with my readers. People are more open to those who share their social status. Many of my readers can't afford to heal their eyesight at the temple. So when I, too, refuse such healing, I become closer to the people. My spectacles are a part of my image. Jubilost exhales at last. I believe I've managed to explain the basics of logical thinking. No need to thank me. Thanks for telling me about yourself. Let's ask about something else. Now tell me something about the history of the gnome race. What have I come to? Jubilost Narthropple, famous explorer, writer, and scientist, is reduced to giving simple lessons in history? Very well, ask away. What questions do you have? How did gnomes appear on Golarion? They came here in ancient times from the First World. You do know what the First World is, right? If you don't, ask me about it some other time. I used to lecture on it at a couple of institutes. According to the understanding I've accumulated, the gnomes were an immortal race until some of our especially insightful ancestors came up with a brilliant idea. They decided it'd be fun to learn how it feels to be mortal. I'd like very much to meet those gnomes. I wouldn't even kick them. I'd just look in their eyes without a single word. Too bad they're all long dead by now. As everyone knows, a stupid enough idea can be extremely contagious. So the gnomes caught this infection, all of them, without a hope for a cure. So they found a way to Golarion and decided to settle here. And you'll never believe it. They got just what they wanted. They severed their link with the First World. They gained mortality, the bleaching, and a heap of local diseases that have been keeping our race on the verge of extinction ever since. Do gnomes live long? Certainly. Long and happily ever after. Jubilost shakes his head in remorse. We'd live as long as elves were it not for the bleaching. That's the curse of our race, which only struck after the gnomes left the First World. To put it simply, gnomes must constantly have new experiences. If a gnome gets into a rut, so to speak, he bleaches. We start to lose color, literally. Our skin and hair become pale. The worst thing is that our soul loses color too. The process continues unchecked, the gnome dies. History recalls only a few cases where gnomes actually died of old age. Most of them perish either because of the bleaching, or in the middle of some crazy adventure they've joined just to stave it off. So you travel so much as a way to fend off the bleaching. Jubilost stares at you, then nods slowly. You see, I enjoy being alive. I like to eat pancakes in the morning. I like to write articles for magazines. I like it when I leave the publishing house in Absalom, and a crowd of fans immediately mobs me. So I don't intend to die at the peak of my life because of some stupid ancient curse. But don't you dare imagine that everything I do is just for fear of the bleaching. I tell people the truth about the world that surrounds them. My theoretical research aids the development of different branches of science in various institutes. Man, I'm all over the place this morning. Yes, sooner or later I'll bleach and die, like any other gnome. But the name of the famous Jubilost Narthropple will live throughout the ages. Alright, let's change the subject. I'd like to learn more about the First World. Well, you've asked the right person. I'm an expert in studying the First World. Give me your questions. The First World, what's it like? It's huge, wild, and extremely unfriendly to the unprepared traveler. Nothing remains constant there. Matter changes before your eyes. What was a mountain yesterday becomes a river today, and that river flows upwards. The trees touch the sky, the heat of the desert can melt metal, and hurricane winds can tear a person apart. So those hunters we found at the ruined watchtower said they saw trees that went up to the sky. They probably went to the First World when they traveled between the camp and up there on that rock that we caught them when they jumped from. But it would be wrong to think of the First World as the plane of total destruction. Creation is just as important there. The desert spring alive into force, and when the hurricane subsides, animals emerge from hiding, huge, wild, as untamed as the world itself. The First World epitomizes life in its original chaotic meaning. There's a theory that the gods used the First World as a training ground to practice their ability to create matter. They then abandoned the First World to its own fate, and wandered off to create Golarion. Some say that the inhabitants of the First World still hold a grudge against the gods for this. How can a person get there? Mainly through magic portals created by skilled magicians. The price of such a portal is usually in excess of several thousand gold coins. There is another way, of course. There are documented cases where spontaneous portals to the First World have opened in remote places in Golarion, whereas mages say the boundaries between the two worlds has grown thin. Okay, yeah, that confirms my previous theory. But spontaneous portals are rather dangerous. You never know what's lurking on the other side. Only desperate adventurers and madmen use them, and of course, romantic suicidal idiots who think that good common sense is too boring. Are there any sentient beings in the first world? Of course, the Fae, and all their relatives, and their relatives' relatives. And then some more Fae besides. Sometimes one meets leprechauns or satyrs there, which are actually another type of Fae, just called by another name. And of course, and all of them are immortal, by the way, at least within their own homeworld. The souls of the creatures of the first world have no connection with the realm of mortals. When a creature of the first world dies, its soul just... Oops, sorry. Dropped something on my desk. Its soul just materializes in another body, similar to its old one. It's not a pleasant experience, and the resurrected creature loses almost all the powers and abilities it developed over its life, but keeps all of its memories and personality. It's still much better than a mortal death, I would say. Sometimes the process doesn't even take long. The killer might meet his victim again the following week. Naturally, this immortality has influenced the way First World inhabitants think. For instance, Fae enjoy mischief and tricks that can easily end someone's death. The Fae thing is just funny, and anyone from another world who falls victim to such tricks doesn't end up having much to say at all. Once the gnomes were immortal relatives of the Fae, Jubilost sighs. Who rules the first world? It's commonly assumed that the eldest rule it. They are overseers, but more just a glorified version of Fae lords. Power attracts pompous blockheads in every world. What are you hinting at? I'm only fulfilling my duty. Jubilost stares at you with interest. Yes, duty. Protecting your subjects and restoring order. Objective so noble I could weep. Unfortunately, noble objectives can coexist perfectly happy with pompous blockheads. Are you quite sure you're not one of those? But let's get back to the first world. The eldest possess the power to keep matter in the first world in a more or less constant state. That's why the Fae treat them as demigods, and offer them prayers just as we offer prayers to Desna, Aristul, or even Lamashtu. You know a lot about the first world. Have you ever been there? Jubilost wrinkles his lips. I haven't the opportunity yet. Unfortunately, my studies of the first world are limited to the confused statements... First word, another typo. Well, typos in his text are limited to the confused statements of witnesses or scribbles in their diaries. Also, I've studied the remains of some unfortunates who periodically fall out of spontaneous portals. I keep to the hope that sooner or later I'll manage to visit that wonderful place, and certainly the notes I'd write on the place would be far more extensive and informative than all the ramblings on the subject I've had to wade through. Naturally, the main concern of my expedition would be the safety of its leader, namely me. It'd be extremely foolish to go that far and see that much only to lose the chance to tell anyone about it. Tell me, why have you studied the first world so thoroughly? Jubilost looks at you for several moments, his eyes narrow. I told you already, I like to be alive. I assure you, other gnomes share that same attitude. Between the bleaching, disease, and old age, we have a lot to yearn for. The ancient gnomes for some reason decided that mortality, the bleaching, and all the diseases of Golarion are preferable to the immortality of the first world. Alright, dude, calm down. The dude's over there screaming. I can't do anything to change that, but I can do something with my own life. I want to find a way back to the first world for all the gnomes of Golarion. Unfortunately, to do this, I can't just gather up all the gnomes and send them marching through the nearest portal. We're too attached to Golarion now. We've lost our connection with the chaos of the first world. We become too mortal, if you see what I mean. When a gnome dies in the first world, he dies forever, like any visitor. But there must be something that can be done to solve this problem, and I intend to find out what it is. Jubilost Nartharpal, the hero who returned the gnomes home. Has a nice ring to it, wouldn't you say? You're not very friendly, you know. Do you think so? Jubilost looks at you above his glasses. Why ever not, if I may ask? Perhaps you confuse superficially friendly words with genuinely friendly intentions. Believe it or not, I wish you only well. As proof of that, I can point to the fact that I travel with you, and that I'm talking with you right here and now. Tell me, which do you value more, an artificial smile or an honest attitude, bolstered by friendly advice and assistance? Even the most useful advice is better received if it's offered the right way. Your advice sounds like your only aim is to please your own ego. Here's another piece of advice then. You should learn to see the essence rather than being distracted by colorful wrappings. Otherwise you risk swallowing something you shouldn't, because it was wrapped in golden foil. Jubilost adjusts his glasses. If you cannot separate the sense of my words from the way they sound, that's not my problem. Alright, thanks for the conversation. Come back when you run out of clever ideas again. Alright, it's only been 29 minutes. I'm going to try and head towards... Well, hold on. Alright, man, that's still in the hour marches. Alright, I'm going to try and talk to the nymph. Who I still don't trust, by the way. Because the Stagward's dying breath, he said he did everything that she wanted him to do. And I don't know who she is. I'm assuming that it's the The nymph. Let's quick save. I should have known that that guy's gonna have a lot to talk about. Alright, gotta go by myself. See if I can make it there in one piece. I have some self heals, I got some damage. I should be alright. Let's try to fight it. If it's just like some kobolds, I should be fine. But we'll see. I should have probably just tried to avoid it. It'll be okay. Experience is experience. Maybe there'll be some Thysselines. It'll be even easier.
Forwards.
You know what? Trouble wasn't looking for me. I'm not looking for trouble. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna go up the hill there, and it's gonna be like 16 trolls waiting for me. So I'm just gonna keep moving. Not even gonna bother. I don't have rations. That could be trouble. Oh boy. I just know something bad's gonna happen. Enter. Alright, let's do another quick save. Play a little safe here. Let's do some exploring. I should probably come back here with someone that has a perception. Or a good perception stat. We'll give it another shot. Can I go in here? Nope. Oh, there's a thing up here. Mobility, which I don't have any.
Without a doubt.
Let's give it a shot. I mean, if I die, I die.
I do not believe this is possible. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, he did not do good. Alright, let's just go inside. I'll come back here with the party and do that.
Will guide us.
I can't see my little clicky arrows. Oh, do I have to jump across that thing? Oh, that's frustrating. Alright, well, let's, take off my armor. Yeah, that's a good idea.
This task is beyond me.
Yeah, I need a 22. I can't get a... The highest I can get is a 21. Do I really have to go that way? Like, why can't I just go into this door here? Like, what's going on here? Oh, I can. I just have to click on the other side. Alright, I'm just being an idiot. Don't mind me. Over here trying to make this dumb jump. Maybe it's just a shortcut to avoid a fight or something. I don't know. Over there beating myself up trying to make an impossible jump. Oh, a tree. Oh, what the crap. Save me.
Oh, you did come. And alone, just as I asked. Do you not know, my loyal hound, that the brightest flowers are also the most poisonous?
Okay, the familiar outline of the nymph appears among the monsters. The smell of blooming spring meadows still wafts about her, and the wind ripples through her hair, but now an unkind smile masks her face. I helped you. There's no honor in attacking me.
Don't blame me. Blame the coronet given you by the Aldori. If it weren't for that...
The nymph grows still, seemingly listening to the rustling of the leaves.
How many times have I seen countries and kingdoms arise from the dust, only to fall into dust once more? Thus will it be with your barony. For what is a barony without its baron? This is how it must be. The stolen lands will remain no one's, die or run. There is nothing you can change.
Okay,
Stand with me.
I probably can't kill these guys. Run away! I don't think I can get away from these guys. I don't have the checks to escape over here.
This task is beyond me.
I don't have the means. Alright, let's get rid of my my armor so I can't take it off in combat. Son of a gun. Hold on, I got this. Oh no, I fell down. I don't got this. I'm dead.
You shall not forgive me for this failure.
I knew it. I should not have come here by myself. I knew she was going to betray me. You know, all sorts of beasts. I wonder if I can actually beat them with my party, because those are some pretty strong monsters. Actually, do I have a better load game? Yeah, this might be okay with the two of me in the party. I'm bringing everybody. And I'm gonna slaughter her. And also make all those difficulty checks. I knew it. I don't know why I even tried. Everything about her just seems sketchy. And of course, the Stag Lord was all about, or gave it away anyway, so let's get out of here. Alright, everybody, let's go. I'm not going by myself this time. What sort of fool do you take me for? Alright, what's my... Alright, so we'll get back there, we'll go through that cutscene again. We'll try that fight once. If it doesn't work, we'll deal with it in the next episode. Because we're getting a little close to the end of our time.
My breath.
And you will. As soon as I get over here and save, then I'll rest. Guess I need to do that right
Time
there.
to search for the spot to rest.
And a hearty meal bonus? Well, heck yeah. Alright, in we go. Not going by myself anywhere else ever again. I mean, it's a party-based game. Obviously, it's going to be a the wrong move. Let's go this way. Let's not actually check these things out now. If Octavia gets over here.
Done and done.
Easy peasy, guys. So look at this. Wolves and stuff. I'm glad I brought everybody this time. Yeah, suck it, wolves. We got over here. Freedom of movement. Piece of sky metal. Ooh.
Forwards.
It's pretty exciting. Can I go all the way down here? There's probably nothing down here. Alright, let's go. So I make the mobility check to go up here as well.
I did as you asked.
That's where that dude with the scythe showed up at.
Without a doubt.
Look ahead.
Hello. Torag pendant.
I will guide us. Our path leads on.
I see something. I won't let you down.
And I know you won't, Octavia. I can trust you. There's probably another trap on the other side then. So that goes in somewhere. Alright. I am going to do a hard save before I activate the tree this time. In case things don't go as planned, and I can put
Don't hesitate.
Valerie on this side. Yeah, let's do a hard save, just to be safe. Now the fight's coming, maybe I should go ahead and
Awaits us.
pop some buffs.
Give the
I might not activate, since I'm not by myself. Let's try it. Wait, well, let's loot first. I'm sure I can make that athletic check now that I have all my party members here. I also got the tree. See if she shows up. Tree meets you with the welcome rustle, but the nymph does not appear, perhaps because you failed to come alone. Well, guess what?
March ahead.
If I come alone, I'm not leaving here. Let's see if we can go inside. I wonder if she'll be inside here. I don't want to leave enemies unkilled, but yeah, I definitely have to bring like a potion of vanish and just dip one out. Then I probably oh, that's probably what I do. All right. Well, I'll probably set up for that off camera. What I'll do is I'll just bring potions of vanish. I'll take off my armor so I can make the athletics check. In the next episode, then I'll go back, get my party, then come back here with my party, and then kill her. So I'm assuming that's what I got to do. Like she betrays me, I come back, then I kill her in the dungeon. So we're gonna call the episode here. And the next one, I'll set up for that event I just described. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to catch y'all in the next episode.